We're on our way to Moshi Moshi, home of head chef and owner Yoshi Furihata, who actually won the 2009 Sushi Masters regional competition. Located on the corner of Washington Ave and Espanola Way, Moshi Moshi is right on the crux of busy Miami Beach. Let's check it out.
So we've been open here for nearly 15 years now, one of the oldest sushi restaurants in South Beach. One of the things that helps set us apart is the fact that we are open till 5 a.m., the only sushi restaurant in South Beach that does that. So we're not you're on the way to the club or out to a party or on the way back from a party, this restaurant will always be here for you. Like I said before, we've been here for nearly 15 years, and when you've been here for that long of time, you develop a lot of relationships with a lot of the purveyors of seafood. We always get the freshest seafood delivered here. In the city that's known for its, really high prices, we actually offer high-end sushi for reasonable prices. We're actually the 2009 Sushi Master of all of Florida. With that type of reputation, we could actually charge more, but no, this is not what we want to do here. We want to offer very good sushi, but we don't want to have to overcharge people. One of the biggest things I think that sets us apart is we don't close until 5 a.m.
Wow.
This is South Beach after all. So a lot of people come here before they go out for the evening, but they also come here after they go out. We do have some late night sushi restaurants in the city, but nobody's going to be open until 5 a.m. And that's one of the biggest things that sets us apart among locals and tourists alike.
What kind of characters do you get crawling in here at like 3 a.m. in the morning?
Of course you have, people who have left the club. But you also have a lot of locals. A lot of the people who live here in South Beach are people who work at these hotels, who work at these bars. They get off of work late and they also want to have a place to eat. And this is one of the few places that they can go to when they get off. All three of our locations are open until 5 a.m. We have one in Coral Way. We have another one off of Biscayne Boulevard.
I love it. Sushi around the clock, that's my type of spot.
True, I was actually regular here before I started working here.
Okay.
Seeing how good the food was is one of the reasons why I came here, because I'm not going to work at a restaurant that I can't recommend to other people. So it's not just about the money, it's about having pride of where you work at.
Sure. But what about the food? Is there like a particular dish here that people love?
Well, that would be our Moshi Moshi roll. Obviously, it's named after the restaurant. It's the Moshi Moshi roll. It's the most popular one of the most
What
popular
is
rolls
Moshi
here.
Moshi? Does that mean something? What is it?
Yes, it means hello, hello.
Okay, I didn't know that. So it's literally greeting people.
Yes,
I guess
of course, right. So this is
here.
your role that's welcoming you to the restaurant, yes.
Well, I saw that you have these really cool booths in here. Can we sit in those when we're trying our food today?
Oh yes, of course. Those are our Japanese style booths. They're very popular here. It's authentic style, sitting on the floor, shoes off Japanese style, and people love it.
Awesome. Well, I'm ready to say Moshi Moshi to these rolls.
Let's do that.
Before I say hello to these rolls, I've got some questions for the customers at Moshi Moshi. Some people say that you shouldn't be allowed to eat sushi with a fork.
In a sushi place, to eat the rice with a fork, for me it's a little bit weird.
No, I always eat it with the fork.
No, I totally disagree. You should be able to eat sushi with your hands like they do in Japan.
Tried my best to practice and keep training on holding the sticks.
Do you have a training chopsticks?
I finally became better, so just keep trying, brother. You'll get there.
Can you trust a sushi chef if they're not Asian?
Yeah, that's tough.
That's a tricky one.
No, I don't think so.
Maybe if they would be taught by somebody, who's from Japan.
We cannot trust the sushi chef if he's not so Asian,
If he's not Asian, have some Asian, no, I'm never gonna trust him.
I believe I will trust anybody else who eats.
Even me?
Well,
Sorry. I feel bad, but it is what it is.
If your best friend Thomas was a sushi roll, what would be inside?
Jello and cream. Not cream. What do you call it? Not jello. What is that?
What is it called?
It's only about tuna and something spicy.
Not the oyster, the one with the pearl on it.
If your friend Khalid were a roll, what would be inside?
A little bit of beef.
She's calling you beefy. What do you feel about
I feel she doesn't want me because she's vegan.
Sushi is an aphrodisiac. True or false?
I honestly don't know what does aphrodisia mean. Makes you horny? I think, yeah, it does. I swear it does.
False.
Miami heat and raw fish, yes, definitely.
What was the question?
They should do some experiments on this in the restaurant then. Test it out.
Absolutely. Why wouldn't you do that? Have people here before they go out. Then we'd have a lot more babies in Miami.
Yeah, because that's what we need is more babies in Miami. We made it to this gorgeous Japanese-style booth, sitting on the floor in true authentic style. Can you just share with us what it is that you have made for us?
Our owners here brought us a sampler platter of various pieces of sushi that we serve here. These are all various pieces of fresh sushi, fish, shellfish, tamago, things like that we serve here as well.
I love it. Every piece is so unique. It's almost like each one has their own personality on this sampler dish. I know we've got the sampler, but there are actually some other main dishes that you want me to try today.
Yes.
Let's start with this one. Tell me about the first one.
This is our octopus ceviche. We've had this on the menu for a while now, but this is a brand new recipe that we have. What we take here is fresh cut pieces of octopus, and we put it in a savory corn miso sauce. It's very good, topped with cilantro, tomatoes, corn, celery. You're gonna love it.
Very fresh, light. There is kind of like a tang to it. Citrusy, but salty, but not too salty. The octopus itself, it isn't too chewy or anything like that.
So often I've gone to restaurants, you get their ceviche and you're just chewing and chewing and chewing, especially when it comes to octopus. But they take very good care here to make sure that you're getting only the tenderest pieces.
All right, moving on to this next dish. What is this called here?
This is our dragon roll. We've had this one for a while, and there's a reason why. This is one of the most popular rolls that we have. We have shrimp tempura, deep fried shrimp tempura with asparagus and scallion, all wrapped up together, covered in avocado with a trio of sauces, your spicy mayo, your eel sauce, and your sriracha.
Absolutely delicious. I love the creaminess of the avocado on top with the sauces
It's
all
between the
blending
crunchiness,
together.
the creaminess of the avocado, and the
Right.
different sauces. There's a lot of different flavor profiles happening at the same time. I think that's the reason why it's so popular.
Right, and my favorite rolls are always the ones that combine different textures. So it's not just all soft or all crunchy. You've got everything that's intermixed into one roll. And now, this is a gorgeous color. What is this roll here?
This one here is a habanero salmon roll. I think out of all the rolls, this is the prettiest roll, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it's pretty. It's pink. I see here that you have, is that a flower petal
Yes,
that's on top?
edible flowers. A lot of people,
Okay.
when they see it, they think, oh, okay, it's decoration, but actually they are edible. You can't eat them along with the rest of the sushi roll. It has citrus salmon on the inside, along with tomato and mango, and then topped with fresh salmon on top, and then covered in this beautiful pink soy wrap paper. And I love the pink. It goes really well with the flowers.
Okay,
Would
so
you
it
agree?
like dresses it up.
Yes.
That's spicier than I thought. Even though it looks very like girly and like almost frou-frou in appearance, this thing kind of kicks your butt with the spice.
I think that describes a lot of women here in South Beach, right?
Oh yeah, typical Miami woman.
Right, exactly, right.
Beautiful with a bite. I do like also that it's very light. Even though it's got a kick to it, the mango I think is a good touch.
Yes.
There is a sweetness to it even though it is spicy. Yeah, that might be my favorite one so far. But this last dish here that you have looks like it might beat them all.
Yes.
Tell me about this one.
I've never seen anything like this. This is our BLT roll. And know what you're thinking? No,
Bacon.
no bacon.
That's
It actually
not
stands-
bacon on top?
That's not bacon on top.
Okay.
That's actually crispy beets. The BLT here stands for Big Lobster Tempura. They literally take a whole entire Maine lobster, split it in half, deep fry it tempura style, wrap it. One side is just a lobster, one side is actually turned into a roll, as you see here on the side. It's topped in a mango salsa sauce and a black aioli truffle sauce. Honestly, I've never seen any roll like this in South Beach. When I first saw it, I was completely blown away. It's the deep fried lobster. You have asparagus here, mango sauce, tomato, covered in the crispy beets. I think this one here is a real game changer.
I like that there's just enough meat in the middle, but it doesn't really overpower the other ingredients that are inside. It's very interesting that there's asparagus.
It's mainly about texture, more so than the taste of it, yes?
Again, you're adding a crunchy element to the softness of the rest of the roll. I love it. Well, Brian, this has been great. Thank you for sitting here in this lovely booth with me today to sample the amazing cuisine that you have at this
Thank you for
restaurant.
having me.
Now, I'm on the search for my favorite sushi spot in South Beach.
Well,
and
you're kind of wasting your time. You've kind of already found it.
I gotta say, this definitely has left a good impression on me.
I'm really glad Sarah was able to stop here today and try some of our items. I know she's out there looking for the best sushi place in South Beach. No offense to other places, but I know she's already found it.
I had such a blast today, pretty much going on a sushi odyssey up and down South Beach, and I gotta tell you, I found 4 of the best restaurants down here in Miami Beach. First, I danced my butt over to Sushi Samba, and I loved the tiradito, and who can forget those river crabs that were so crispy and that I could eat in a single bite. Next, we headed over to Wasabi One's for the 420 nachos, and that's definitely something I want to snack on late night. And then we headed over to Doraku, where we tasted the tender hamachi as well as their God of Fire roll. We finished our journey right here at Moshi Moshi, where I got to sample a new twist on a BLT with my favorite ingredient, lobster. Every single restaurant that we tried today had something special, but I gotta say, Moshi Moshi really took the prize for me. First of all, I love their BLT roll because it had a nice crunch to it with the tenderness of the lobster, which is my absolute favorite. They also had the habanero roll, which was the perfect blend of sweet and spicy, which I absolutely loved. It was so hard to choose a favorite today because every single restaurant had something unique and delicious. So the best advice that I can give you is you've got to try it for yourself. Favorites aside, I've got to say that every single bite of this Best of the Beach was absolutely superb. But like most food adventures, you've got to be willing to step outside of your comfort zone. Remember, sushi was originally invented as a way to preserve dried fish in rolled up rice. That means someone had to be adventurous enough to try it first. I'm Sarah Mendoza, and this has been Best of the Beach Sushi Edition. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.